for both. But, we've been treated so badly for so many years. Again, we allowed that to happen. We've been treated so badly for so many years. But no, I don't expect that. I think President Xi is one of the very smart people of the world, and I don't think he'd allow that to happen. And we're very powerful. This country's very powerful. It's far more powerful than people understand. We have weaponry that nobody has any idea what it is, and it is the most powerful weapons in the world that we have. More powerful than anybody, not even close. So nobody's going to do that, but I think that if that's what you're referring to, maybe it's not. But just in terms of basic escalation, which is what you said, no, I think that President Xi is a man who knows exactly what has to be done. He's a very smart man. He loves his country. I know that for a fact. I know him very well. And I think he's going to want to get to a deal. I think that's going to happen. We'll get a phone call at some point, and it'll be off to the races. It'll be a great thing for them.
All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom will teach well, who taught us his truth. This is your brother Yashimai from the JMS at Atlanta camp. And I wanted to do a quick follow up on what Nero has said, because it's very important what he said. Why is it very important? It's very important. Why? Because one of the foundational truths when you come to this 100% truth is that Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed whites, can be identified according to the scriptures. Because why? Because Esau, Edom was given the blessing of the sword. This is Genesis 27. We'll start at 38. It says, And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And this is how because what did the scripture say in Genesis, the 25th chapter? In Genesis, the 25th chapter, it talked about two manner of people, two nations are in thy womb. So the scriptures tell you that Esau and Jacob are not just two people, but they are two manner of people. And the manner that Esau would be, okay, which what does the scripture say? There is no end unto the people. Ain't that what the scriptures say? See, because a lot of people say, "Oh well, the Edomites were done away with," and the only reason that they say that the Edomites were done away with is because when you bring prophecy unto what the Edomites were given unto, everything begins to add up that the Edomites are the self-proclaimed whites. The Edomites are the Romans, because Herod himself, his grandfather was an Edomite. And what was the prophecy of the Edomite? That they would get the best of the things in the world. Is that not what you see? Of course it is. But even more so when you go to verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed whites, have been ruling the world based upon the sword. Let me say this in the simplest terms. America has been dictating foreign policy for other continents with why is that? Why has America dictated foreign policy with Canada? Why has America dictated foreign policy with Australia? Why has America dictated foreign policy when, with the country of Venezuela. Do you think that it's because everybody loves America? Absolutely not. I'll tell you what it is. Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine. And what is that wine? America has gone through the entire globe, and they have fed the entire globe a lie that your people for your people to be liberated, they have to be part of the LGBT rainbow family. For your people to be liberated, the wife has to be equal unto a man. For your people to be liberated, we Americans have to plunder your resources. This is how America transgresses by wine. Because what is that wine? The wine is a philosophy. And that philosophy has been pushed upon everybody that now lives in America. The wine is that the woman is equal. The wine is that a man can go as far along without a woman. The wine is that a woman can be a special force operator in the same way that a man can be a special force operator. Yet they have different laws that let a woman be a special force operator. The wine has been poisoned. And that's why the scripture talks about the nations have drunken of her wine and they are mad. Look at Africa. Africa has had their foreign financial aid pulled. Why? Because they won't let men marry men. This is a transgressing of the wine. It begins with a small thing. And so somebody might come across this video and say, oh, well, everybody. No, everybody doesn't do this. America has the most military bases on the earth compared to other continents. Why is that important? Why is that important to acknowledge? Because when you go into Revelations, the 17th chapter talks about the whore that sits upon many waters. Revelation 17 and 15 tells you that the waters are people. What continent right now, what superpower what superpower dictates foreign policy amongst all of the ruling nations? It's America. He transgresses by one. He is a proud man. Isn't that what we have seen? The fact that he can blatantly say that today is Bridge Day, today is Power Plant Day, today the man is blatantly boasting about committing war crimes, and yet none says that it's enough. Going back to Nahum, the 3rd chapter. This man is proud. And what does the scripture say? Pride cometh before destruction, man. What does the scripture say? The scripture say when he's about to fill his tummy, then shall he vomit. These people think that they are going to make it. These people think that they are going to go from one kingdom, which, by the way, we have the kingdoms named in Daniel 2 and Daniel 7. That's why they're trying to, make a break in the time function. Goes into the, what's that thing over there? Goes into that thing, where they're crashing these atoms. But the point is that he neither keeps at home, who enlarges his desires hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations and heaps unto him all people. And that's exactly what this man has been. America is the greatest melting pot. But it's never been enough unto him, man. See, we come across these videos, man. That's the main thing. We come across these videos, and this man is blatantly telling you, "Hey, we as a group of people," and this isn't me telling you this. This is the president telling you this. The president himself is telling you, "Hey, out of all of the nations, we have the best weaponry. We have the best weaponry on the entire national scale, global scale." Oh, so then when we tell our people that Esau, the self proclaimed white man, is the devil because the devil was given the sword, people trip their minds out. Again, Genesis 27 and 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live. See, America has been living according to the sword. And the sword is a representation of weaponry. America has not been on the grand stage because America is a good country. No, contrary. America has many backdraws. America has many negative historical accounts when you go into the Contras, when you go into how many people they slaughtered, how many innocent civilians they slaughtered in the Iraqi war. But you know what America doesn't have? America doesn't have anything that lines up against what the scriptures say, Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And Esau, Edom, as we read in Genesis, the 27th chapter, his blessing was a sword. His blessing was the weaponry. And you have a certain group of people that are telling you, hey, my blessing is the weaponry. So when the Hebrew Israelites tell you that Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is the devil, we are doing nothing more than just repeating what this devil is telling you. Until the next one, shalom.